So the first section, probably till Sunday, we want to go over what we've done over the last term, and we're focusing on relative bodhicitta. There's an important term in Dzogchen. It's called uniting earth and sky. Yeah. And that if you're too obsessed by the transcendent, by emptiness, by the formless, by absorbing into your own space, then you're out of balance. Yeah. And you won't realize. So you have to balance it up with, and if you're too into this world, that's generally what we call being lost in samsara. Then you start to identify with your body. This world starts to become, you start to become obsessed by this life, this body, and you forget that you're a transcendent being as well, which, as our life progresses on the spiritual journey, we go in and out of those states. And we notice when we're using each one to escape from each other. And when you start to go into the transcendent and you start to freak out, you want to come back to identity, back into the body. And then if you can't deal with people, you go into the transcendent and think you're special. But it's actually an escape mechanism. But in Dzogchen, it's both. In Ibn Arabi, it's both. In the Mahayana, it's both. With Osho, it's both. Yeah. And so the balance from the transcendent is relative bodhicitta. And that's liking other people. In a nutshell. Then it's loving other people. And then it's doing the dishes for other people and helping other people and caring for what other people are and being in this world. This is relative bodhicitta. And relative bodhicitta is effort. It's pushing. The transcendent is no effort, effortlessness. If you bring effort into the transcendent, you can't do it. You never get anywhere. It's like chasing a dog chasing its tail. Yeah. Or like you're in a boat and you've got one side's heavy and you've got the engine, it really seems like you're going, but you're just going round in a circle. But you can't see it. Or if you're like the hobbits when they're lost in Mirkwood, you're getting tired, but you're just walking. Oh, I'm sure I've been here before. It's like, yep. We all know that one. It's like, really? Again? Another partner, same problems. So that can be a difficult transition for some people. Haven't letting go of effort. So it's a training. Yeah. But when we've gone into Dzogchen, there's nothing you can do. So it's the same as Ibn Arabi. You can't do surrender. It just happens. Any sense that you're doing or maintaining, that's not Dzogchen. So maybe at some point during the retreat, then we shout a syllable, het, which means cut, very loud, and when you're not expecting it. And you have to make sure you don't go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's like, you missed the point. It can take you just like out, and you're in a space that you can't put yourself in, and you can just stay there until the mind comes back. A lot of Dzogchen practices you do until you're in the space, and when you're in that space, when the mind comes back, you have to go back into doing practices again. It's not something, as soon as you try to maintain it, you're not it anymore. Nightmare, right? There's nothing we can do. Nothing. Don't know how they managed that on those weekend enlightenment courses. There's nothing you can do. So you don't know when it's going to happen, how it will happen. You're going to go into a space where you're not doing anything. With training, hopefully, you'll recognize it. That's what essentially we're doing for study. You'll recognize it. Generally, in the beginning, you have a satori. I've had satoris, and it's like, and then the mind comes back. That's what it does. It's all right. And as we practice in Dzogchen, it's just recognizing it. Recognize it. We do a session, and we kind of train in the mind, but it's just trying to recognize that space. So you just do it for 10 seconds. Because as soon as you try to maintain it, you lose it. So it's just almost like at the side of your eye, you recognize. And then eventually all those little recognitions will just start to become one when you'll be in the space, when you're not doing anything to do it. But in the beginning, we need to learn and study and put effort in. And if you obsess, this is the thing, if you obsess to get that space, you move further and further and further away. That's why relative bodhicitta is really helpful. Because you have to do things for other people. So if you go, no, but I want to do this for myself. I want to do the Dzogchen. Then you move further away. You know? So the lineage masters actually know what they're talking about. So it's helpful to have that confidence that they practice like this in all traditions. Well, all the ones I know. Balance.